Welcome everyone to another episode of Bruvcast.
What up, everybody?
I'm Raj.
I'm Mick.
How's it going, man?
It's all good, bro. How's it going?
I feel like we were just on a call.
Yeah.
So we just did a recording with Middle Fingers Up podcast, which was a lot of fun. Thanks so much for asking us to be featured on it, Kieran, who is the host. Yeah, it was fun. So yeah, how did you feel it went, Mick?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I loved Kieran's energy. She had something about her, the way she carries herself, the kind of questions. I know even the podcast, the way it went, like the questions she asked. Yeah, I was taken back. To be fair, it was really enjoyable experience. Humbled as well to be asked to come on to someone else's platform as well, and talk about how we started and learning more about someone else in the same kind of genre as well. It builds the kind of case that there's so much space for everyone. Everyone's got different views and different ways of expressing themselves in our community as well, in the Asian community. And her views are very similar to ours. But yeah, I really resonated with her podcast and her as a person, to be fair. So if anyone else enjoys our podcast, please do go and check out Middle Fingers Up. And Kieran Mackay, she's doing some great stuff.
Yeah, great shout out. And our episode is in the works, so it should be coming shortly. So watch this space.
Yes.
So what's been happening, man? What's been going on this week, bruv?
What's been going on, man? Look, I've been fighting with cardboard boxes, as you know.
That is your constant battle.
Literally, I mean, I think every time, yeah, we finish one thing, yeah, and there's another delivery of things that just come through, bruv, yeah. But just getting through those cardboard boxes just before school starts. It's back to school soon, so I think I can feel the pressure from the missus. You need to book these things, you need to do this, you need to buy trainers, you need to. I was like, all right, man, you feel like saying,
Have you done everything on the list?
do you know what? This year, I think she was pretty prepared from the get-go. From week one, she knew what she needed to get, what she didn't. So yeah, pretty much everything. The list was sorting the house out before going back to school, so the kids have a nice area to study in peace and quiet, like not like last year where they were doing it on the dining table. And then a bedroom for the little, setting up a bedroom for our eldest, so she's got her own space because she's now getting older and she wants her own space. But yeah, we got through it. You know what? Together, I wouldn't say I did. It wasn't her dictating to me; it was her dictating to me, but doing it together. So I think it was nice. I think. Do you know what? When you're doing a flat pack, it's the best way to spend quality time with someone. Without knowing you're spending quality time. You go through all the motions. You argue.
You go through everything.
Everything. You argue, tantrums, and then then the way of reconciling as a married couple is just like agreeing to do it. When you like, oh no, is this going to go right or wrong? And then they're like, one person's like, no, don't worry, let's go in it, let's do it. Yeah, but yeah, it was all good. It was nice, man. It was nice. So yeah, we got it mostly done. How about you, man? What's been going on? I think this is week 9 or 10 since the little one's been here.
Oh, we've just finished week 7 of life.
I just wanted to be older.
So yeah, I know. Yeah, it's going well, man. She's sleeping. She's going through like a phase of like extended sleeping now. Yeah. Bro, in our flat, we have, this is probably familiar to others who have really young kids or babies. We have white noise playing all the time because apparently it makes babies remember what it's like in the womb, so it kind of activates a reflex and then it's easier for them to fall asleep. But it's playing all the time in every room, and now even when it's not playing, I can hear it, bruv. And I'm like, this is weird.
Is it this?
Yeah. It's just a constant, like a static. You know how you used to get on those TVs, the old TVs. You turn it on and it just basically sounds like that.
Yeah.
But I can hear it when I'm not hearing it. And then there's this other weird thing that happens. This typically will happen to moms, right? Because my sister says this happens to her as well. Is that they'll have phantom crying and they'll hear the baby crying even though the baby's not crying, and it happens when they're in the shower. Do you know what happens to me, bruv? when I'm in the shower, I think my wife is calling me,
Yeah.
and I'm like, "Did you say something? Did you say, brother?" And I turn
Yeah.
the tap off, come outside. Did you say something? She's like, "No,
Yeah.
what are we talking
Yeah.
about, bruv?" Yeah, because you're constantly just on edge
Yeah. Yeah.
sometimes, especially when you've had like limited sleep and you're trying to kind of focus. So I'm having a weird sensations with my hearing at the moment, but everything else is going okay.
You know those weird sensations you're having with your hearing, yeah? That's even when after your kid's probably older as well. Because I get the same. I'm like I'm typing there, and I'm like, what?
So,
Yeah, and do you know what? Do you know what it is? I've noticed that's if someone does that to me, that annoys me so much. It like
oh
triggers
yeah, I
me.
hate it,
I go
bro.
0 to
I
100.
hate,
I didn't say anything. Make kaso na
but you
tingnan
when,
ko.
but you know that's the standard though. Good use that's the standard line.
Yeah, yeah.
Eh?
Yeah.
Gone?
And
So
it's such a brash thing, isn't it? Like,
yeah.
I remember when Sittle, do you remember when we used to live out together, right? At uni with Sittle, and Sittle, he was like, what? Sittle had this thing, right? He's the calmest person ever, but he'd be like, what? Huh? Yeah, and you're like, King. And the thing with Sittle is you're standing right
You're
there
right
with
in
him.
front of
Yeah,
him,
yeah,
right there, bro.
what? And I'm like, you know what? No, it's time for Sittle and all of us to separate and go to bed, man, when that happens.
Dad
Oh,
does it all the time.
oh man,
Dad,
yeah, yeah,
I will have a conversation with him, or I'll initiate a conversation, and his first response is, "Hey, so, so," and you're basically just. And sometimes I say to him, "What did I just say?" I test him. I give him like a comprehension test, bruv.
yeah,
Yeah, when I'm speaking with him, and he's heard everything that I've said. It's just, I think it's just a habit.
yeah. It's a habit. I'm developing a habit. I'll show you too, and you're right. It's a habit, and I think I've developed this with someone else, right? And I only see this person once a year. But there's this person in my life, right? When you talk, they say something. They're like, "Yeah, yeah, mortgages are going down." Huh? And that her comes out as if I haven't even said anything and I'm doing this now. So it's like validating your own thing because you're expecting someone to say something. So I would say I would make a fact like, oh yeah, petrol prices are going up. Huh? Yeah, yeah, and then the person that her is like response to air, nothing, right? And then that
Yeah.
person will comes back and I'm like, yeah. And it's just like it's such a weird reflex that you develop. I don't know what that is, but I know exactly who I've got that off, right? And I'm thinking to myself, shit, what is going on? Like, what? Why am I doing this? Why am I saying, huh? Just after I've made a
Do you
statement.
think?
Go on.
Do you think that's because you're trying you're trying to give yourself time to think what the response would be?
Yeah, probably.
That happens with my wife, bro. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sometimes if I'm talking to her and she's saying something, and I know if I'm being grilled about something that I haven't done
mm.
or I forgot to do, I'll be like, huh? What?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
What?
yeah.
Just to buy time.
The
Look,
bad
bruv,
time.
there's no amount of time that's gonna save me in this situation, yeah. But I just still do it anyway.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. I think you expend so much energy, right? Like, especially when you know you're in the wrong and there's no, that it's probably a pause, so you don't lie, yeah. But you bend the truth, or you extend. It's like a shitty little excuse that you're gonna make. Like, does that make sense?
Huto kami hoto.
Oh
Oh
God,
man.
yeah. So yeah, it's just it's that, isn't it?
So yeah, that's been the week. Oh, also I went back to work this week physically in the office. So I've been going back to work
Yeah,
for 2 weeks, but this was the first time going back in the office after months because obviously I had the surgery and then baby.
yeah,
So yeah, it was strange going back on the underground. It wasn't that much of a long period of time, but
yeah. No, it's just
just some random quirks of being on the underground are just you just get reminded of, and being on the bus and stuff. Bruv, you know when there's people on the bus, they have like Utawar people,
yeah,
bruv,
yeah.
yeah.
Of course.
Utawar means rush in
Yeah.
Gujarati, for of you
Well, how do you
those
say
who
it in
don't speak
Punjabi?
Gujarati.
How do you say Utawar?
I don't know. I think Goggins told me that
Yeah.
before, bruv, but I didn't register it.
Find
This is
out for the next one.
I probably said, huh?
Yeah, go on. So I didn't mean to cut you off.
So you know how you have these people. If you're getting this is what I want to know. So if you're getting off the bus
Yeah.
at the next stop
Mhm.
and you're sitting next to someone who's
Mm,
also getting off the bus at the next stop,
yeah, I know.
and you want to aram your way out. You don't want to get up until it's time to get up. And this person's got ants in their pants, right? And they're like, excuse me, what do you do in that situation? Because you have two choices. You have one choice is get up, even though you're gonna look like an idiot because then you're gonna follow them afterwards, yeah? Or you say, no, I'm getting off too, innit? And then you're basically holding them hostage.
So,
what do you do?
You know what? Sometimes if I'm in a shitty mood and I know I'm getting off as well, I just sit there as if I'm not, and I get up. Yeah, does that make sense, right?
What, you don't respond to them?
No, as in if you're asking me, if they, I won't respond to the antsiness, yeah. But sometimes I do. Like if I want to be politically correct, I'm overly polite sometimes, where I'm like, stop, you're leaving the stop before the stop they want to get off, but as the train leaves off, they're starting to look around, their arms are shifting, their eyes are shifting, their body language just basically says, oh, I really want to get off, I don't want to get stuck on this bus, this guy's gonna get me. So I will get up and I'll be like, would you like to get up? Would you? Beforehand, and then I would preemptively. I would. You know what? I'm so aware of this because I'm on edge all the time on the train because I don't want to make a fool of myself, right? Yeah. Anything can happen on the train. Anything. There's still, the train and the bus is something you just don't mess around with. Yeah, I've seen it.
Why?
Do you know what, man? You got to be alert. Yeah, you could bump into someone. You could accidentally, the bus could break, and you could be standing and end up in someone's lap. Yeah, you could.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. That is true.
You could trip up. Yeah, as you're getting onto the bus, getting off the bus, you might sneeze over someone. Either you're so close to someone, you might sneeze on the back of their head, or someone might sneeze on you. You could be standing at the back at the bus near the doors, and the way the doors fold, they could fold onto your arm, yourself. Does that make sense? Everything is possible. Anything is possible. Yeah. So anyway, I would preemptively.
Is this hold on? Is this what goes on in your head, bro? Every time you go,
if I'm by myself, because if there's no one to distract me and relax me, like this is how it is on the train, isn't it? As well, and like so, I'll preemptively get up, or if I'm in a in a good mood, right? Yeah, it's so shitty, isn't it? Yeah, but if someone's shifting and like just being annoying, because and you're getting off, or you're gonna let that person off, all they have to say is, hey, I need to get off. I mean, I think if someone just says, hey, I need to get off, right? You don't know them. You should just get up, and they voiced what they were trying to do, right? And
let them escape.
Exactly. But sometimes there's no space for you to get up.
It's difficult.
So the only way to get up is once the bus has stopped and people start making and clearing out. You just, innit? The bus driver's looking at the cameras, right? At the mirrors. He knows, innit? He'll give you ample time. If they say, I want to get off, then you just have to get up and get off, and then follow them out. And then they'll probably be looking at you. They'll probably looking at you like, why is this guy following me? I was like, I'm getting off too. Yeah. Would you do this if they were preemptively, like, if they weren't saying anything but they're shifty and everything? Would you be like, do you want to get off? I am getting off the next.
No, I don't.
Yeah. You know why? Once because you might be engaging the conversation. It might engage, and then that's it. That's a conversation. I
don't want to do that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So there you go. So I don't know. I don't know what the right thing to do. I think it's a case by case thing, man. You just gotta see in it. It's jokes though, yeah. If it was, and I you know what? I think there's a stigma. If it was like a attractive person, whether it's a guy or a girl, right? Yeah, you do it. You'd be up, bro. You'd be on the.
You'd be polite.
If you'd be hanging off the handrail, yeah. Like Spider-Man to make that space.
Be clearing a path. Yeah. Hey, let them out, man. Let them out. Mine out.
Are you okay? Have you got everything? Okay. Call me.
Yeah, bro.
Man. Go on.
I was just gonna say it was a reminder of all those random things that happen on the underground and on the train and on the buses. But it's good, man. It's good to be going back into the city and going back into the office and seeing my colleagues and stuff. Yeah. So
how's it? Yeah. How was it being away from the wife and Ben baby as well? It's the first time you're away from her. It's the longest period you've been away from her, pretty much, since you've been born, right?
Yeah, I felt guilty, man. Yeah, because I was like, I'm just out here working and doing my thing, and then she's basically 24/7. with baby. So yeah, there was definitely guilt when I was checking in, seeing how they were doing. My mum was over, so it was nice to kind of have help.
Defo. No, that's good. So it's that time of the year, isn't it?
Really?
Yeah.
What time of the year? We're in September. There's nothing coming up.
Bruv, it's Raksha Bandhan, bruv.
Oh,
Every
that's
guy
nice.
with sisters is feeling light. I've got sisters coming out the woodworks, bruv. Okay, letters. I don't know if anyone gets this.
Bhaiya,
Yeah, and I'm like,
bhaiya.
it's like phishing emails. Like, Mama, is this true? This person is related, yeah? This Rakshi's come, yeah? It's like, or is it like opportunistic? Let's see what comes back. We'll send this string. No, I'm joking. Imagine if that happened. I might have started something here, but
Well, like an unsolicited
yeah,
rackery,
man.
bro.
Do you know what? Like, you know what? Bless. I've got a lot of. I mean, I think we both have, to be fair, right? You got a lot of cousins, innit?
You have loads,
Yeah,
bro. I remember every year your hands basically covered.
yeah,
in
covered, man.
rackeries.
Like, and I don't. Obviously, like, it's nice as well because I think I get it as I'm the only brother over here, so there's a lot of I've got a lot of cousins, obviously, who cousin sisters, obviously here, right? And it's nice to have that because I guess some, I think I don't speak to some of them that as often as I'd probably like. Life, age gap, whatever. Everyone's busy, etc. But it's nice to see that consistency, even from the youngest to the elders. That they send it every year. I mean, the piece of string, like my cousin said the other day, a piece of string doesn't define your relationship, etc. Right? But it's nice to keep up with that tradition. It's doing something once a year, right? You could easily just be like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to travel all the way there, or even post something into the post box for someone because you've got other better things to be doing, and it's you could easily play it down, be like, it's only a piece of string. I'll just give them a call. But I like, it's nice. You know how you feel as a guy. I think as a brother, like I think you downplay it. You don't see the significance of it when you're younger, right?
Yeah.
But people, it's time. It's their time, isn't it? Yeah. Again, like people would take this time to listen to this podcast, but it's the same. You're dedicating that time to that person by not even saying anything to them, but just writing a letter with a raki in it, or just putting in a post or going to see them. Right? It's so yeah. Shout out, man. Shout out to all the sisters, isn't it? During Raksha Bandhan, isn't it?
Happy Raksha Bandhan.
And shout out to my my bank balance.
Your bank balance.
No, but
do you have a set amount? Am I getting into your details now?
Oh,
Do we change it?
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Based on love, yeah. Based on priority order. Do you know what? I always use.
There's an exchange rate. Is there an exchange rate?
Do you know what? It's consistent since Nish has come in. It's very consistent. Like
It's a flat fee.
Yeah, flat fee. There's the ones that like live. You know what? Yeah, live. You know what is coming in it. They know it's coming. It's like that every September. Yeah, but I got that coming in it. My younger sister's thinking, yeah, I got that coming in. That's coming in. That's cool. Yeah. And then the older ones are, no, wait, I don't want it. Look, man, I put it into envelope. You're taking this, yeah? I am not taking my money back in envelope because I'm not.
Who for now?
Yeah. I'm like, just take it. Do you know what? To be fair, like these days, when it's like, think about it, yeah. They're paying for postage, they're paying for envelopes,
that's true.
Paying for sweets, yeah. So you got to get.
There's costs involved, bro. They got to break even. They got to do more than break even, isn't it?
There's overheads now, man, because when they come, they bring presents for the kids as well, and I'm like, I need to up my ante, So at the moment, it's consistent, man. I think if there's favoritism, there will be favoritism towards your own, their direct sibling, innit? Which is a bit, But it's pretty consistent, to be fair, at the moment. So yeah, I'm sure after my loved ones, my sisters hear this, there'll be care packages coming through, bro. You know what I'm saying?
They're gonna also be checking in, be like, how much did you get?
Yeah. Or they're gonna cut out, or that piece of string's gonna get thinner and thinner every year.
It'll be like one tiny piece of thread. Yeah. My sister, so she started a tradition in our family where Raksha Bandhan is not exclusively for brothers. Yeah. So everyone gets a rakhi. Yeah. So that's been nice because there's like, well, now there's three girls, 2 boys, in terms of like my parents' grandkids, and then like rakhis get tied also on my sister and on Gagan and my other sister. So we're kind of adapting it, but it's nice, right? Because I think it makes it a bit more inclusive.
Yeah.
Because it's my sister will have a soapbox. If I brought her on this podcast, she'll go into all the details about it. But if I boil it down, it's basically more inclusive. And why should it be the sisters protecting the brothers and the brothers just giving money? Like, should work both ways.
Yeah.
But then if that's the case, what happens with the movement of paisa? Is it do you just basically don't move any money because basically you're both going to get the same amount? What would happen in that case?
That's true, actually, man. Do you call it evens and just break even and be like, look, I don't know, man. I don't know. That's true. As in, yeah, because my little ones, obviously both girls, they tied raclies on each other. They were like really excited about it. But you're right. Yeah, it is for everyone. Actually, it should be for everyone. That's pretty true. I didn't even think of it that way. But I think what. I guess it would just be nice. It's an excuse to give someone something, right? At the end of the day, with it, which they don't expect it.
It's probably I think what it's going to probably evolve into for those. At least, I guess in our family, it might evolve into this where it's just not money that's moved; it's gifts that are given.
Yeah.
So then you're not just kind of giving the same thing; you're getting something different in return.
Yeah, that's really good. I've got a cool Raksha Bandhan story, actually, pretty funny, actually. I always remember it. So when I went to my foy's house, did you ever come to my foy's house in India, my dad's sister's house? Have you ever been there? Uttar Sanda.
No, bro, but the name rings a bell.
I don't know if it's Narsanda or Uttar Sanda, bro. Yeah, but anyway, what a name, innit? Yeah. So
what a name.
There was this story where my cousin went there and during Raksha Bandhan, and then obviously after all the formalities of Raklis and stuff was over, my foy lives out in the sticks, out in India, right? So getting thumbs up or bringing out the thumbs up is like a celebratory kind of thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So my cousin goes in there and he goes in there into the kitchen with her, obviously, and she gets the bottle out, right? And then she starts to shake the bottle. Yeah.
Oh my! What, the thumbs up?
Yeah, thumbs up. Yeah, 2 liter bottle of thumbs up. And she's like, "Dame sukaracho," and that translates to what are you doing? Yeah, Foy, what are you doing? Auntie, what are you doing? And she's like, masalo chene niche. All the fizz, upar la ochu. Yeah, basically bringing the fizz, bringing that bottle because she thinks that everything. You know how a box of juice settles, right? All the bits settle at the bottom. She thinks the same thing happens to a bottle of thumbs up, yeah. And she's about to
oh my god!
And she's like, "What the?" And then he goes, "Have you done this before?" He goes, "No. Your cousin normally opens the bottle of thumbs up, but he's not here today." And he was like, she was literally about to open this thing up, yeah, and this thing was gonna go. I mean, a bottle of Coke. You know how much sugar is in a bottle of thumbs up, right? It's much more than what is in a traditional bottle of Coke, right? This thing would have bloody exploded everywhere. And he was like, no, it took it away from her. But I mean, if it did go, if he wasn't in there, yeah, I'm sure, yeah, that would have been like some kind of thumbs up massacre in the goddamn kitchen. But and you know what? I don't know why, but at the time it was just hilarious. I was like, hey, it is what it is, right?
It would have been like a champagne, like how they,
popping bottles, yeah, literally popping bottles of bloody thumbs up, yeah,
thumbs up.
But that story always comes to mind, man. Always comes to mind. Oh man, but yeah. I mean, during what do you do? What do you do around this time of year? Do you go out for dinner with your fam or?
Yeah, we're going tomorrow for dinners.
Yeah.
So it'll be a double celebration actually because it's Gagan's birthday today.
Yes, so, shout out to G. Happy birthday, G.
Yeah. Thank you for letting me record on your birthday. Yeah. I mean, that is the ultimate piss take.
At
so
8:30 as well, bro.
At 8:30, I know.
You're taking one for the team.
I know she is. So yeah, it's a double celebration, and we're gonna be going out and just meeting up with everyone.
Nice. Is she
good?
When you're taking one for the team, like today, you're not just you got two ladies there now who are gonna stare at you and think, you know what I mean, innit?
Yeah. Take your head.
Oh man, first birthday as a mother, man. Nah, special.
I know,
man.
It's crazy.
Special one, bro. Special one. Nah, fair.
So yeah, that's what our plan is. What are you guys doing?
So I've got my cousin coming down today, so she wanted to harakiri on me, but she also staying over. So it'll be nice. Like we always see each other once a year, but we haven't. It's a tradition where we see each other. We go out normally, but do you know what? It's nice to just chill. We've had a hectic few weeks. Now we're starting to enjoy being home, if that makes sense. Just before the it's the calm before the storm now, isn't it? Because they go back to school. Kids go back to school next Tuesday, so I just want to spend time. Like I don't want to do anything but just eat and spend time with the fam. So that's looking forward to that today. But yeah, the reason I asked, so going out for dinner, yeah. Let me ask you a question. When you go out for dinner,
Oh, is this it? Is this
yeah,
our segment now? Yeah. Okay. So you have a. Oh, that was a nice. That was a very smooth segue.
well, but we're getting better, isn't it? We have to
Yeah, I know.
divert, innit, and drive the plane
Innit?
into this. Yeah, do you know what? And shout out to Kieran again yesterday. Like the way she
Yeah, I was about to say. I was like, I think you're being influenced and inspired by.
she drove
Kieran.
the conversation well, and she moved into the area she wanted to by guiding us, like very smoothly. So yeah. So hey, you learn, right? You learn. If anything, you learn. So yeah. So going out for dinner, right? Let me ask you a question. You go out for dinner, whether it's a group of friends, your
Fast friends.
fast friends, yeah. And why is it, yeah? When the bill comes, like, are you awkward when the bill comes? Yes or no? Like, what is your feeling towards that bill coming when you don't know what the etiquette is in this group of people?
Bruv.
Yeah, go on.
Okay. It's changed since I've been married because whenever the bill comes now, Gung's like, you pay for it. You pay for it. Because she's like, don't even think about how this is. Don't be Gujarati, okay? Don't try and think of how this is going to be diced up. You pay, or you pay the hour proportion of it, right? But you get up first, and you make a scene, and you do whatever you need to do. Fight the other people, get to the person, and you pay the fucking bill.
I feel like
bruv,
you need a talwar for this one,
bruv. For me now, after being married, bruv, my nervousness, it's got nothing to do with who I'm with, bruv. I'm looking over at my wife, being like, "All right, man, she's gonna kick off in a minute, bruv. Yeah, if I don't show that I'm ready to pounce on the person that's come to give the bill, you know when they give you the sweets and stuff, I'll dash all up, like, come give me the bill, man. Give me the card reader, take my money."
Well, you know what? Let me ask you. When you said pounce, bruv, yeah, you mean like Johnny Best on the bill, right? Jump up on the bill, literally.
Yeah, bruv, Johnny Bears on the waiter, bro.
For all our like Punjabi listeners and English listeners who don't speak Gujarati, Johnny Best literally means like jump up on the table onto the bill. Like whoever's carrying the bill, you jump on them, and you grab that bill. Yeah, man. Like you know what? You know back in the day, like when you're single or when you're just starting out as a couple, like obviously you pay your share. You just split the bill evenly between you, and then you just do it, right? And then there's these days, like, you know, when like one of our friends the other day, we went out with them. They got 2 kids, and he always like bam, like he's just even you're literally fighting at the as the person's ringing everything up, you're fighting. The fight starts with your cards, your hands. You're getting no, and then you're like, and then the person behind there, what the fuck is going on here? Yeah, like normally people are fighting not to pay the bill, right? Yeah, Indians fight.
It's true, bro.
Now you got this, man.
Honestly, it's true.
Yeah. So like now it's like you're fighting for the bill. What these Indians are? They're like, what is going on? But it's true, like. Even Nish says it to me, like if I go to the toilet or something, right? And it's not tactful, yeah. But like someone goes to the bill won't even reach the table.
Bruv, no. Hold on. Oh wait, hold up, bruv. Yeah, you know what? You're right. It is not tactful because if you're out for dinner and you're engaging in a conversation, right, with someone, you don't want to leave in the middle of the conversation to go best up, right? Yeah. You want to wait. Yeah. And normally that's when the end of the meal is, which is obviously the same time that the bill is. Yeah. So some people may be like, it's tactful.
Exactly.
I don't believe that you do it tactfully.
Yeah, like
I know, but there are people who probably do, but I don't think
sometimes there's some people who are so proactive in life, that they won't even let the bill reach the table. They'll go to the toilet, and on their way to the toilet, they will pay the bill.
Smooth,
smooth. And they'll come back and be like, "Let's go." I was like, "What? No, let's get the bill." And then you feel you know what, and for the people who genuinely wanted to pay or pay their share at least. You feel like the smallest person in the world. Do you feel that way? And then your 100%. Wife will be like, "You fucking idiot! What the fuck? Can you hold your piss? Are you a child?" or couldn't you see that this was happening? And I'm like, I will just transfer them money. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
it's not. But the moment is gone. Does that make sense?
It's gone. It's
And
gone.
I
It's
don't
gone.
know what it is.
It
Like,
doesn't even feel like it, you know what? Even if you pay the money back, yeah, it doesn't even feel like you've done it
yeah, because you've done it.
because the
You
moment's
Yeah,
gone,
the
bro.
moment's gone. And I was like, I'm like, what the fuck just happened here? Like, you're getting,
Yeah.
and you know what? Um, and then what happens is, like, I'm just gonna move on, and we'll come back to this anyway. Yeah, but actually, do you feel that the waiter? How does the waiter dictate where to put that bill? Yeah, because I think the waiter. This is the waiter's fault as well, right? They should put it in the middle. Yeah, because there's days where someone doesn't want that bill, right? But because they're either the man or the most vocal, the person who orders the
Yeah,
food.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, or you're sitting on the end. There's three factors. You're the man, you're sitting on the end, or you've ordered the food. So that basically means
You're
that
in charge.
you're in
You're in
charge.
charge.
You've basically taken the mantle, so that bill is gonna land in your lap, bro. Yeah, and then you don't know what to do because if you go ahead and just get your card out to pay the whole thing, yeah, and you didn't want to, that's one factor. If you get the card out to pay the bill, you might and pay the whole thing, you don't mind. You've offended other people,
Yeah.
right? Or if you get the card out and then you be like, hey, whip around, yeah, get the calculator out, yeah, and then you've
Get the
like,
calculator out.
there's no winning. So I'd rather
No.
everyone, would you rather be transparent with someone like, look, man, what are we doing here? What is it? I think you know how it works. It works different with every single different person. I think
It's always different.
Yeah.
It's always different.
I'm the most when the bill comes, right? I let someone else make that decision, what they want to do. Yeah. Do you want to split it? Yeah. Or do you want it to land on my lap and you just pay it? But there's someone naturally in that group always will want to take charge. Yeah. They'll be like,
Yeah.
let me, let me check the bill.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they haven't fucked this up. And always they have. There's in most cases, they've always charged for one extra Coke or one extra something, right? And I'm
always,
like, damn,
always.
man. Like, and we've been out 2 for 2, yeah. We went out on a Friday and we went out on a Saturday. And 2 for 2 on both days, they were. You know when someone says, "Oh, this is the wrong meal," and then they put it through already, so they'll say, "Oh, we'll take it off the bill, send it back, and then we'll get you a new one." But they haven't. When the bill comes, they actually haven't taken it off the bill, right? But yeah, there's always someone who wants to take charge and just like literally with a fine tooth comb, like literally go through everything line item by line item, yeah. And then you're like, you know what I mean? But actually, I'm being a knob here because actually, to be fair, that person's doing you a favor because they're saving everyone money at the same time, right? So it is what it is. If you're going out and you've already made a decision that you want to get that bill, yeah, make sure you've got your assertiveness and the alertness to do it, right? Because you could think that you're paying for this bill and everything's cash, yeah. But when the bill comes and you're slow to get your card out and everything, it makes the other person feel like, okay. So what should I do? Like, there's people out there who kind of get their card out, they get it out halfway, and it does this thing where it's in, out, and there's too much deliberation time. And does that make sense, right?
Do you think? Oh no, hold. Do you think some people do that tactically?
Some people do it
like
tactically.
They're like
100%.
So what? They take the card out and then they long it out and we're like, I'm not going to guess it. Who they do? Who they do paisa?
Yeah.
Do you think people do that?
100%, man, 100%. So two different types of people. There's two people who genuinely want to pay the bill, but they're just too slow. And that makes the other person feel comfortable, and the other person so much more authoritative. They'll just grab the plate, yeah, put that card down, give it to the card reader, so just put it all on here. Yeah, that's it. It's done. Yeah. So it's a learning curve for those people who want to pay the bill, but they're too slow because they got their card out and they've snatched the bill off you, or but they haven't been authoritative enough to say to them, wait, I'm paying for the bill. Please come around here with the machine. Does that? And you're too slow. Be prepared. Because by longing it out, you're making the other person feel uncomfortable. Yeah,
that's true.
Because you're making them feel as if, oh shit, should I, or do they want me to pay or not? Just nail it down, man. Pow, but you know what I mean, innit? Yeah. But then there's the ones that you said, I think it's true. Like the in out thing, the wallet in the pocket. It's like so deep into your ankles, bro.
And then they'll be talking. They'll have a little chat with their wife, like, how do we want to? Just like little bit of chit chat.
No, it's not even
buy some
eye
time.
contact with your wife, and you're talking.
Oh yes, the eye contact, bro. What you're saying about like just restaurant etiquette and reminds me of a story from your kaka, bro.
Oh, go for it.
So he was telling me one time and Mix Gaga lives in India and Gujarat, and he must have gone to dinner in an Indian restaurant with some dude, and this dude probably hadn't been to one of these types of restaurants before, right? And at the end of the meal, you get a finger bowl that has lemon in it, right? And obviously, if you're having like a full-on curry, right, dal, bhat, sak, rotli, everything, yeah. Obviously, hands are gonna get, when you get the harder in the nails, bruv, and like in stains and all of that, yeah. So you want the lime with the water instantly after the meal to kind of like scrub all of that out and make sure you're all clean and ready. So basically, what happened was the waiter came over and put these bowls on the table with water and lemon in them. And then the guy that was with Gaga was like, "I know who right? What do I do with this? Yeah." And then your Gaga said, right? Basically, you squeeze the lemon and clean your hand, and then you drink it. It's the palate cleanser, bro. This guy did. And he would, bro. Gaga sat there and watched him do it.
Oh, my Gaga's going to hell, man. That's not just food, that he's drinking. Yeah, he's drinking his day's dead dirt underneath his fingernails. Oh man. Do you know what?
Well, I mean, another way you can look at it is he's making sure he got every last bit of the meal, isn't it?
Lime's acidic, so I'm sure it cleaned something inside, right?
Yeah,
man, that's shithousery at its finest.
That is shithousery. That is pure shithousery, bro. That was funny when you were talking about all of these builds things. It was reminding me of that, and like that's a good question, man.
Yeah, for sure. What you got?
Do you remember your first ever crush? Ooh. How old were you, and where were you, and who was that person, and what happened?
Ooh, it was a teacher, bro. Yeah.
Really, bro? Who was the teacher?
Yeah,
you were in primary school.
Primary school, bro. BDL. I still remember her name as well. Yeah, I think I was in year 4. Yeah, I didn't even define it as a crush because I didn't know what a crush was back then. Yeah, but I remember every boy in that class had a crush on this teacher, bro. Yeah.
What was she teaching?
She was actually our homeroom teacher. So in year 4, you only have one teacher, right? You don't go to different classrooms, right? No, it was just her. I don't know. She was very calm and like just the way she spoke, man. She's this was like what 30 odd years ago. But I remember she used to teach us PE as well. She teaches us everything, right? She taught us everything. Where even PE. So I remember once she took she was changing to her PE gear and we were doing like jumping jacks all in a line, all the kids in a line, and she's at the front doing jumping jacks, right? Star jumps. And then one of the kids noticed that she had a hole right near her ass where her So, bro, that was my first exposure to like, the female body, bro. Yeah. But yeah, man, that was the first crush, man. That was the first crush that I probably had. It was a teacher, bro. Yeah. What yours?
I'm assuming you didn't vocalize it.
No, of course not. I mean, how would you? How old are you in year 4?
Hey, look, yeah. Hey, my size.
Yeah, true.
I was also in year 4 when I had my first crush, man. It wasn't a teacher though. It was a girl called Carly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't even understand what the crush was about because it was. I think there was a lot of boys which used to always say, "Oh, Carly's really nice," and I think it was a peer pressure crush.
Yeah. Everyone else liked her, so you. Yeah.
I remember one of my mates, Richard, and he'd asked me, "So who do you like?" And I was like, "Well, am I meant to like someone right now? Is that what the deal is? Like, am I behind if I don't like someone?" So I was like, "Who's Miss Popular?" I was like, "Oh yeah, Carly, innit? I like Carly." Yeah. This was the same time that film came out. No. And there was that song, bro. Jadoo teri nazar.
Yeah.
So I remember hearing that song and thinking of this girl. Yeah. Carly. So I don't know what she's doing now, but that song is a pure stalker song.
Yeah, because it's stalker.
It's such a stalker song.
It is, yeah.
Because he says "Tu hakar ya nakar tu hai meri kiran." Bro, that is basically like you ain't got
no
you
choice.
can't escape
Yeah.
your mind.
Shit, you're right. Yeah. No, it makes sense. I didn't
Yeah.
start understanding crushes, more until I went to America. When I went there, I was
Mm.
in year 5, um, and I remember it was the first time for me being in a mixed class, yeah.
Yeah.
And I realized quickly, like, oh, there was like letters, little notes being passed. So American, right? Notes being passed,
Yeah.
and like girls talking about crushes and oh yeah, 1 week this person's going out for this person in school. And you're like 11. Yeah. Like, oh, next week this person, no, this person, no. And then there's always this one person
They're done. They're done. They're over.
yeah, exactly. They're done. And there's always a couple of girls in the class who don't go out with anyone, right? But they're just the ones who letting everyone know what the news is. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, and you're like 11, man. And you know what? It's weird. You're that you know this popularity thing on what you wear and what that starts from then. Yeah. That
Yeah.
starts from then, and I learned very quickly: never let your mum pick your wardrobe out. So when I was look, my mum goes, look, when before I leave you, because I stayed at my aunt's house. When
That's actually another important point to call out. So you
I spent
went to
time in
school in
America,
America.
between 95 and 97, in
Mm.
America. So um, elementary and middle school. So shout out Pseudo Elementary, shout out Monday's Middle School. I don't know if it's still going, bro. Yeah. So I think the first day I went, they put you up in front of the class, and so I had all these new clothes. And
Mm.
when I left it, I was into Power Rangers. Yeah. So
Yeah.
my mum she bought me loads of stuff, and one of the t-shirts, it was like the Black Power Rangers t-shirt. Bruv, don't go into grade 5, wearing it, because in one stage I was like, oh, I heard murmurings like, oh, he's cute, but he's got that Power Rangers t-shirt on. That killed me, bro. That
Oh,
killed
killed
me.
your vibe.
Day one, I was done, finished. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, nothing could bring me back. Yeah. So when I went to, you have to reform, innit?
Yeah, regroup.
Because like you had the accent, you're different. You're already, you know what it is? You're different
You
from
always
everyone
stick out.
else.
Yeah, you were sticking out
You're
already.
sticking
Yeah.
out because there's not many Asians at school. You're not. So you
Mm.
had everything going for it. I was like, Mom, man, you killed me, man. The Power Rangers. I remember that T-shirt with a vengeance. I never wore it again. Yeah. But yeah. It just starts from there, man. You know what? That's why it's like, kids are so intent. Mom, I can't have that backpack. I can't. No, I need to have this one
Oh
because
yeah.
this
Yeah.
lunchbox. I need to have this.
Crazy. Actually, I always forget that you were in the US for like
Yeah.
what the 2 years, right?
Yeah, 2 inches. Yeah, 2 years, man. 2 years.
Crazy. Well, I think that's us for today. We covered a good range of topics, I think. Thank you again for listening. Shout out to all of the listeners. Want to also give some special shout outs this week as well. So Sonu out in California, thank you, bruv, for all of the
Thank you so much.
hacks and the guidance and like all of the tips and tricks on just growing our IG following. It's been super helpful. A shout out to Kajal, who's written in and given us a ton of feedback. Really appreciate it. Hope you keep listening, continue the feedback, and also Nisha, another listener who gave us some great feedback this week. So yeah, please keep the feedback coming in, keep the stories coming in. I think that we'll start is just getting people to write in and tell us funny stories. Find the funny in any situation, like whatever's going on. There's always an opportunity to find some point of humor in it. Like we've talked about humor at funerals, we've talked about humor in very awkward situations. There's funny everywhere. So yeah, if you find it, send it in and we'll read it out.
Definitely. I just want to say thank you to everyone again, for taking the time. Your time is precious, and if you choose to spend an hour of your time to listen to us, we really appreciate it, because time's a rare commodity. And I think we'll probably say this every single episode. So we really, really appreciate it. And especially if you're sending us feedback as well, thank you so much. Really appreciate every piece of feedback that you send us, like Raj said. yeah, send us anything. There's no such that, even if there's things you don't agree with that we talk about and you don't agree with our views, send it. Please do send it in. Let's talk about it, because you know what, you educate us at the same time, because we don't know it all. We're just this is just
No, we
something
do
we're
not.
doing. So and we don't want to portray that. So yeah. So just thank you for your time. Yeah, and shout out to Gagan for
Yeah,
happy
happy birthday,
birthday.
Gagan.
I feel like doing that Ravi Sharma thing where we have some music in the background. Jayegi.
Sharma on Sunrise Radio. He had some music. He did my sister's wedding, isn't it?
Yeah, he did.
Well, he did my older sister's wedding.
Yeah.
It was so funny because he was a celebrity. Like, people going around like getting his autograph and stuff. And it was so awkward. It was so weird because you're so used to hearing his voice on the radio, and now all of a sudden you're hearing it on a stage, and he's right there in front of you.
Yeah.
Anyway, I digress.
No, fair. It is true. It's weird when someone's in front of you, man. It's. Sorry, I know we're long in there to run out, yeah, but
oh wait, hold on there. Let me shout Ravi Sharma, innit? Why not? While I'm at it.
Oh shit.
The OG. He's the OG, bro. He's the OG. He's the OG, innit? From radio. He was the first radio host that I was ever like introduced to, because growing up, we had those old school like tape players, and the radio would be on all day, and it would just be Sunrise Radio, and my man would be on there all the time. So I have to give him a shout out.
Yeah,
man.
Obviously
he probably influenced me subconsciously to do this podcast.
Of course, it's true, man. It's true. Imagine this, Ravi Sharma on a tape recorder in your mum's kitchen while she's doing rotli, bro. That's it. That's every household.
That's every household, bro.
Whether she's making tea in the morning or making, or doing, whatever you're doing, that's like our white noise. That's basically our white noise. Yeah. So no, shout out. I wish Ravi G, we had some
Ravi G, bro. It is Ravi G, bro. Ravi G.
I wish we had some music we could dedicate to you, but we're on the next one, isn't it?
Farmaish. They're called Farmaish. Aapki Farmaish. Hey, London ki. All right, we're done. We're done. All right, see you all later, people. Bye.
Take care, guys.